we wanted to get this slipped in, so we had the Q4 call to order. Barry Peterson had indicated he couldn't make it. I had not heard from Jerry Gibbs, so I hope everything's all right. I haven't actually responded to the last couple of emails from him, but we have more than quorum. In terms of the minutes, we're just going to table those for right now, which is actually Q3. In 2 minutes, I'll get those cleaned up. Relates to one of the other items below. Financial report, Ed. I think I'll let you take it. I won't say anything.
Yeah, I can estimate.
Yeah.
Anyway, taking into account the Army-Navy game and everything to date through the end of the year, we will be positive as far as profit and loss is concerned, but the total earnings will be less than $100. So that's very respectable. Mm-hmm. Not included in profit and loss is $800 that the admissions reserve used to help send an outstanding candidate to West Point. And I don't know what the status of that candidate was.
I can chime in here.
Well, let's finish the financial first. Ed, before
okay.
Questions of that, finish your report first. We can just kind of check through it.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's the extent of my report. It's really pretty simple.
Perfect. Yeah, I know we didn't have a lot of stuff. So now we're admissions, and if you want to give us a quick update, which could include
well, I don't have all the numbers, but I'm happy to send something out after this. But we've got several candidates that are in good standing right now. We don't currently have any offers, but all of our candidates who have strong files all have nominations. And so we're just waiting. We've got 2 with LOAs that we should definitely see.
Wow, 2 LOAs. That's good.
Yeah.
Join the meeting.
Oh, wait a second. Larry may have made it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
we're in
Larry,
good shape, I'd say, admissions wise. We've got a lot of good candidates out there. We're hoping one more would be maybe Maya Sue, Chris Sue's daughter. So we're looking good.
Good. Anything from the board or upcoming events we need to help with the admissions or that you foresee?
No, not right now. Things kind of picked up. We didn't think we had a lot of candidates. I'm still trying to get back into the schools more and more. We had a great time with Eric Brilliant when he was here on CPRC for Thanksgiving. I thought that was very fruitful, and we'll just keep moving forward.
Are they going to do an all academies day in the spring like they were doing before?
We never know, and we don't find out until the last minute. We don't know whether West Point is going to support it. Down in Vegas recently, they had one, and it wasn't the regional commander that was coming out, but the diversity officer. At the very last minute, he canceled on them because he seemed to have a better offer to go to Hawaii, and they were not even able to let people know in advance that it wasn't happening. So things are not going well. With some of the things admissions is doing right now. So we're trying to get a longer lead planning time, but it's very difficult.
Yeah. Well, if any, obviously, Anna, as we have done over the last several years, I guess if anything pops up, just ping out to the board. We can email resolution and get support and the people around. Obviously, the more lead time we have on something, the easier it is for us to, have bodies there if they can be there or do something. So
no, people have been great when we've tried to reach out and do those kinds of things, but I know it helps to have more time. I do have a guy from class of '89, a guy named Steve Bray. He is now a field force member. Steve has been great. He's doing some of the interviews and down in the south end of town, and I've been handling interviews of candidates up in the north end. So Steve's been great.
And what's Steve's last name again? I'm sorry.
Bray, Bray, 89, class of '89.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Ann. Anybody
Yep.
have questions for Ann? Okay, no questions for Ann. Thanks. Bill, any updates on use upon activities?
I'll post the picnic date. We have the picnic date. I haven't updated the website yet. I just changed server. Another thing I did this last year is we changed servers, so I had to migrate everything, and I haven't finished the use upon migration yet. But we do. Let me see if I have the date. I've got it. Let's see. Success. I got. You won't see this publicly, but I think it's on the back. So no, I'll get it later. We have the date. I think it's a week before graduation, the Saturday.
Okay.
Before Reno High School graduation, whatever day that is.
Okay. No holiday things or get together for drinks or anything like that planned for this year?
Maybe coffees, but right now we got a full blown picnic, and we're calling it the All Academy Picnic, and for everybody early on. And it's Sam DeRoos's home, Debbie and Bob DeRoos.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. It'll be similar format. I think I might try to turn it into a little fundraiser. Cadets, ensigns, lieutenants, and I'll talk to parents, and any students or kids are free. And we'll probably charge $10 per person. Our costs usually run about under $3 or $4. So,
all right. Well, keep us posted if you guys change anything. If not, I know. So that'll be.
It's already there.
Later in the year for the picnic. Okay.
Yeah. And then that's about it from the parents.
Okay. Summer Army Navy watch party. For those who, no one on the call other than me made it. Though Steve's wife was there. We had 33 participants. I thought the venue turned out well. It's great screens. I got to watch World Cup as well as the Army Navy game simultaneously, which was wonderful. Everybody paid. So the 33 came out $825 and in total. The cost for $765, which is about $780 in food and $784 in drinks. People enjoyed themselves, and there's not the particular location where we're at. There's not an easy way to kind of cap the drinks because it's for those of you who have been there, it's one of those places where you put a card in, then you pour, so you can pour from 1 ounce to 6 ounces or 8 ounces, and there was an open bar. Everybody seemed to have a good time. I think it worked out well. Maybe got a little narrow on food because I projected about just under 30, and we went a little bit over 30. But we did have some stuff left over, so that's the only thing. We used Porta Subs, picked it all up. Worked great. It was very easy logistically to pull off, and I would just kind of continue. Everybody seemed to enjoy the location, and they're very hospitable because half the owner is a Navy grad. Though he lives in Vegas, his son operates it, so he finds it funny that he's hosting the Army Navy watch party and events for us. Keeps his dad posted, and that's it. All paid off. Other than Bill and Ed had some strike transfer issues to come up with.
I had to get home to certify the account. There's tokens and certification systems before they transfer money, and since we only do it like twice a year, I have to recertify it every time.
So, one thing is to add in informational items for Brad and Steve. If there's anything on either Air Force or Navy that we should be aware of, or the alumni, or things that we want to connect with them, you've heard of?
I really don't, Tim. Been out of touch with it, but maybe Ann knows. Ann, are you working with the Navy and Air Force folks very much when you go out recruiting?
No. Basically not at all. Everybody kind of does their own thing. Nobody reaches out to me. I don't even know who's working those issues for Navy and Air Force these days.
Yeah.
So on use upon, I'll have the liaison contacts up there, but it's true what Ann said. No one really cooperates, and they don't really put out information. So.
Okay. All right, I'm going to kind of keep that as an informational item. Old business, I didn't have anything that needed to be reopened at the moment that I wanted to include on it. On new business items, we have Founders Day that we need to kind of start working for. And I liked how we did last year's, worked pretty last year's the year before last.
No, we did a Zoom call one year.
No, last year we did Great Basin though.
Oh yeah. Great Basin was last year. That's right.
And
We
I
could do
thought that turned out pretty well. I don't know if we want to maybe think the same location,
We could do it again.
because that kind of worked for me, and people seem to like the environment, worked pretty
Yep.
well. Unless somebody else has some other ideas, I'll see what we can find as dates. Speakers, I like kind of doing the Zoom stuff. If somebody's in town, we can accommodate it, but it's a lot of work on our end to try to connect that, and I'm not sure we get a lot of, frankly, reward from it. But just
I think the superintendent's going out to Colorado Springs, but I think we maybe get him to come and Zoom.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they will even do that.
Well,
their leadership.
I would think they might. I bet they do. I've got to call in for something else. The PAO I forgot. I had to call the PAO for some reason. I forgot what. Oh, remember, Ann, we did the show, the radio show. By the way, that got on the national show, the National West Coast show.
Great.
And I've been so busy. I'm going to try to find the Zoom link for the podcast. But it came out well. So it went national. It went to like 6 or 7 cities in the West Coast, Phoenix, here. And then that's the only one at lunch. It goes those shows. So it came out well. Eric did well. He got some hard questions from some guy from California that called in.
Yeah.
He did well.
He did good.
Did real well.
I'll look around for locations and time, and I'll circulate that around, but we'll kind of keep it as the informal process that we did last year, and think of keynote probably by Zoom.
And
I'm sure I could probably get Pete to do it again and give us another break to Ukraine if we wanted it, or we can find somebody different.
we might want to look at the dates for spring break in the event we get any cadets back in town, and that's kind of a good way to do that. I can find that if you don't have it, Tim.
Yeah, I don't, Ann. If you don't mind sending that to me, that'd be great.
I've got downstairs in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably won't pick anything after Christmas between now. That'll be my kind of sit down and work through that stuff and make suggestions. But I think that kind of informal process seemed to work well. Now we can go back to more in person. If cadets are in, that's great. And love to have them attend and give a little pitch about what's going on back at the academy. Or if there's one or two, Ann or Bill, that we can zoom in. I thought that was kind of a good segue that we had last time.
We need to zoom a little earlier because it was late.
Yeah, we got to start earlier if we're going to Zoom cadets.
Put them first, and then they'll come. And I think we can get a lot on, actually. They can go on their phones. Hey, the spring break is 3 to 12 March. Someone just came on. Oh, Larry just came up. I wonder who's on the phone.
I'm on the phone. I've been trying to get on this.
Oh, Larry, you're back. So
Okay.
you want to hang up?
I'll hang the phone up.
You've been listening the whole time.
Yes. Yeah.
So unmute yourself.
And what I'm sorry, when was spring break again?
It's 3 to 12 March.
Okay.
And plebe parent weekend's 3-5 March.
So it'd be later in the week would be a better time because the plebes would come home.
Yeah. All right. I'll see what I can see there on the calendar. Little highlight on that date section. That's it for Founders Day. I've got a couple other younger grads. I'll see if I can get them going. Zach Mancini, who couldn't make the Army-Navy game, and then John Schaefer, who's showing up. I'm going to try to connect with him in January. He's down in Minden, class of 93, with his family. Anybody else wants to pitch in? That's great. I'm sure I will reach out to ask you for help on those. The next issue on new business was kind of new board members and re-election process, which we've let kind of COVID slip us by. So we need to kind of fill holes and realign ourselves. I didn't have time to go back through and look through the bylaws to see what kind of terms. If there's anybody who's currently on the board or filling a position that doesn't want to continue to participate, let me know. If not, I'm going to make an assumption that you would like to. And then, and if you know of anybody else you think may want to step up, I'm happy to bring those. And maybe by our next board meeting, which I'll propose a timeline for our Q1 through 4, just so we can kind of get stuff on calendar. We may have to have a short special meeting just about nomination process, sending them out so that we can just get back on regular track now and be through the pandemic restrictions that we've had in generational transitional changes on some stuff. Other than that, members' comments, questions, concerns, directions want to change? Go for it, Ed.
Anyway, one board member that's left the area is Bill Esselstein.
Right.
So I assume you would want to drop him from being a board member.
Yes, he's resigned. Yes.
He did. Okay.
He did resign. He sent it around an email, I thought, to the whole board. Oh, I got it. Sorry, I didn't send that on. Yes, Bill has relocated back to California. With his wife for family reasons, personal reasons. Any questions? That's it. We have checked off Q4. We'll have DSA stuff to go. Mike, you have lots of time on your hands now to do things.
One thing for Bill
Not as
Conrad.
much as you. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not,
Bill,
not,
Bill,
Go ahead, Steve.
Mike. Go ahead,
not
Mike.
as much as you think. This is I have 2 other boards I work with, and I've started doing some volunteering during the week, so kind of keep my days filled. So, but I'm loving life. I'm having a great time so far.
Excellent. Yeah, retirement just means the opportunity to work for free.
Right? I can't. I did have the good fortune to leave the country 5 times last year, so
Wow.
had a lot of fun.
Nice.
It's excellent.
Bill Conrad, have you had any contact with Joe Holland by any chance, or Ann? Have you?
Last year I talked with Joe, and I've got the West Point use upon site is up on right now on my computer, but you can't see it because it's on my server. It's not open to the public yet. It'll be back up. Let me check.
Well, I'm just wondering. I mean, Joe would be a good one to have on the board.
Yeah, that would be good.
And he could really, fill in with what's happening on the candidates and the recruiting. And I have not talked to him, and I should reach out to him. But
I talk to him every year. I tell him stuff, but I haven't talked to him lately.
Yeah, and he, to your knowledge, he's not shown any interest in joining the board.
No, I don't think he's been asked. I'm just
Okay.
looking right now. Let's see. Yeah. I think it'll be better organized this year because we got that All Academy picnic early. I mean, we got it scheduled now, and we'll get that out and try to get everybody there. It's a nice picnic for those who've attended.
Yeah, I'll see about reaching out to Joe, and I'm willing to participate, of course. I think the West Point Society is a great thing, but it may be more worthwhile to have somebody like Joe on the board. I'll reach out to him.
That would be good.
Great. I don't have anything else at this point.
I have one question.
Go, Mike.
I haven't seen for ages like a grad census for our region. Has anybody seen one in the last couple of years?
I'm sorry. Say that again, Mike. What are you looking for?
A graduate census for our region?
Oh,
What do you mean by graduate census? Who's here?
Who lives in our region?
So
Northern-
if you
the
go
Northern
to
Net.
the West Point Society, Northern Nevada, you go to AOG, you go down to Sallyport, it'll come up with a list of people and where they live. There's 100 and some odd, but they're not all. Some people are here, but they don't live here.
Yeah, they just use Nevada as their address. Yeah, I think they might, instead of doing the reports we used to get, Mike, they've migrated those into
okay.
reports so you can download.
Okay. And those are real time. That's real time data.
Yeah, I just got right here 140 members. Let me share this site real fast. Let me try to share.
It's okay, Bill. I'll find it.
Let's see.
There are some restriction portals on that, Mike, for I know the president, the secretary, field force, and a couple of others.
Sure. Okay.
So this is Sallyport, and you can belong to as many clubs as you want. That's ours right there.
Yeah. Okay.
And you go there, and it's going to show who says they're a member of ours. And these are posts. I need to post more of those. And people post stuff like this on there. Where are the members? Members right here. That's a live feed there.
Okay.
Like this is getting more and more active now and easier. So there's all our members right there. Active today because I signed on. Active this week.
Got it.
So that's really nice. See everybody there? There's Barry. Let's see who else.
Okay.
You go more. It's kind of cool looking. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Thanks.
Zach, is that Zach? No, Zach's somebody. But anyway, you can contact people there too. And I guess we should do this. This is getting better and better. They're finally fixing it. It wasn't really fixed till now.
Okay.
Stop sharing. There you go.
I had one comment. That if a society has more than a certain number of members living in the area, it falls into a different category for determining a distinguished society. So in doing the computations, the people that they may show as members that we know do not live in the area, we should subtract them out.
We can, it's pretty easy. 140, this is really easy. And you can do a geo area too. You can geo it off by zip code to find out who lives here.
Yeah.
William, there's a lot of people. BYRD Bird, 62.
He's in the area and he's badly injured.
Yeah, Bill Bird, I know he was an attorney.
Yeah,
he says
kind of a solo practice kind of collections guy.
Yes,
I haven't seen him though in years.
Anyway, I'll send the link out to everybody for this too.
Yeah, it's a good thing to play around over the holidays and kind of get our feedback on them. I don't want to put too much on. I have family and
it looks pretty good. I haven't looked at this for a while. It looks pretty good.
But just want to give kind of our main update of things that we need to put on our agenda and radar screen, and likely we'll set Q1 sometime towards the end of January, unless somebody pings out something different, just so we can get a little bit ahead, end of January, first part of February, get ahead of the Founders Day in March. If John Schaefer and some others can kind of get them together, I think I'd really like the Virginia Wells Tap Room. I think it's a very informal place there at Rancheros, a nice place to meet, easy in and off on roads. But people can go to other watering holes should they choose, or do other things. And that's it. I appreciate it to everybody making it and having a happy holidays and sharing time with your family, friends, loved ones. Maybe they're in all three.
One last question, Tim. Did Larry give us a report, the secretary's report? He's up.
No, we don't need one, Bill.
Okay.
Because we tabled any minute stuff. So
okay.
That's why I didn't put it on the agenda.
Got you.
I did, but I put it as a table minutes approval issue.
Well, I barely made this. This is my first day off in a month. First.
Too many irons in the fire, Bill.
Way too many. A lot of travel though. And I got sick in DC too. My son's house has mold in it or something. It's near Old Town. Mm-hmm. Everyone gets sick the first time they go there.
Good. Thank you again, everybody. Have a great weekend. Brad, thank you for your boisterous participation there. Steve, good luck.
All right. You too, Tim.
All right.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye now.
Bye.
Here are the Jersey Boys.